Alrighty, hi y'all. This is Gauntlet 2424. We are doing another Lifestyles of the Genshin Teapot. Come on in and welcome to my teapot, the newest one, which I got this teapot from the event you gotta do in Sumeru for you to be able to buy it out of the shop in the teapot. It'll tell you what event you need to do to get it. So let's go on and start. I went a little bit. I'm not really used to like super big areas, so I just kind of went a little random with this one. I added some nice, just a whole bunch of birds that you catch from different places. I went through Fontaine and caught a little bit of birds. Log cabin, and then traditional cooking location, your forge, and your craft bench right all here. Alright, let's go on and get on into the main part. I have the waypoint right there, and as you can see, I added one of the Fontaine buildings into the house. So, let's get on up here and go on and take a look at what I tried to do for this space. Don't get me wrong, I love my plants, but this was a little bit different for me. So let's go on in. But yes, I do have a Fontaine house mixed in with my mansion bottom. So if I didn't feel like climbing up that bridge, I could actually climb on that house and get up there. And this time around, I just straight mainly focused on building more for not putting characters in the area, but just straight building up a room. So welcome to the foyer. I do have Deluxe in here because I'm currently going to build him. So I kind of basically think that if possibly he was gonna have a venture with the vineyard, testing out wines and trying out a new location. Of course, I got the fish tank, which you can get in Lewa. You get Lewa, you get the fountains. Sumeru, you get the one of the other kind of fish accessories, and then in Azuma the tank. So bear with me, take the time to go and look those up. They are the little fisherman shops, but every time you be catching some fish, if you see some that's in a globe, that's mean they put a fish tank to be put in there. So, and on the back side of that fish tank, we have another little dining area, of course, with the food carts and accessories, gaming included if you want to have your business and chill and privacy. And got a little nook corner area for you if you want to read your book and more eating table establishment. Then let's go into the lovely, lovely kitchen. I kind of just went free flow with some of the accessories that they had set up to make the kitchen accessories. I took one accessory from each kitchen model and put in here. Of course, you got your cooking, you got your bar desk, your cooking ran right there, and then also I did the 5-piece table chair set. And then, of course, you have the painting from if you did the Fontaine event with the Bachelets. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's the cute little animal characters that have you basically doing like almost similar to an R&R quest in Fontaine. Not as bad, but close. Then of course I have my puppies. Of course in my last other video I made the Piranha Mansion. I made a puppy room. This time I made a puppy room. So it would be for the Huskies, but I couldn't get enough Huskies. Apparently every time I went to somebody's teapot they didn't have any Huskies. And then of course I made another little side office. This is where Duluth will probably be cashing in money and, you know, doing business. So like little mini cafe slash business quarters, and then we go up here. I kept this top half part as the Inazuma part, cause I just kind of like the mix of the two. It kind of looked it really neat, especially with the greenery. Then you got this going on. I made this into a library area. Oops. And real easy to go back downstairs. But I made it into a library nook kind of area. Of course, we got currently got Hazel planning to build for a later project, so I'm getting a friendship up. But detective work is on. Then of course you got your library books of different kind, and of course you gotta have our A phone. As scholar study never stops. And then I added more library nooks around, and then I made another little living quarters so you can get your rest and relaxation, but still get your science on. Still get your science on. So I liked how everything turned out with me using every style of library. Of course, I went for one more thing. I ended up getting the fish tank twice. So, and I made this just like a little extra another resting room with the little seat cup, you know, or use the rug seats and a little armoire. But please note that these fish tanks can take up pretty much half of your space. I was planning to put one more thing in here, but it said And then, of course, when you ride down, you can land on top of the fish tank and come down. So easy travel. But that is the restaurant Delur Mansion. Now we're going on down to our next part. So as we load up, and most of these I kept kind of pretty much simple things. I didn't really go to too much doing this time around because it was a lot of area. So I kind of kept it simple but filled it up. Okay, we come into our second part, which is the garden area, multi-garden area, um, fountain areas. I decided to go with a thing that presented a whole bunch of different type of fountains. And also this is my area where I am growing you can grow plants with different kinds of stuff out of your teapot. Basically, you can grow water plants, or you can grow any other kind of plants. Just note that these take 2 days or more to grow, and you can't switch teapots once you set these up. So I might end up making some fields a little bit later in the other teapot area that I still haven't unlocked. I got Cookie and I got Lynette that I'm working on right now. But I just made it a simple little walk-in, and then you have your gazebo area. Then of course, like I said, you had a different kind of fountains going on all the way around with the spa bath, open spa bath. And that is the area on that. We will go into our next area. Uh, yeah, because I'm heading back the other way. The area number 3. I decided to use some pieces and parts of the different housing for Fontaine and make
Seems
this
all
an
the other knights
animal
already have their hands
sanctuary.
full.
So, of course, I'm collecting different animals again from Fontaine and different areas. In Fontaine, you have your dogs, the bird pairs, geese pairs, and then, of course, the other short birds. And they'll come sometimes, the dogs especially will come to greet you. These was the other 2 found in Fontaine and stuff, and then also I ended up giving me some more other kind of dogs that I also found in Fontaine. And therefore, you know I gotta at least put one husky. And then of course I got the animals from the desert as well. I know this is a little out there, but I thought I'd try it. There is one pet that still kinda eludes me. Look at them all following me. It's one pet that still kinda eluding me. Um, which is the red ferrets that's in Azuma. I ran out of space to probably add them, but I'll probably find another place to put them. So when I catch them with the ethnicity pot, we'll see how things work out. But you have the different buildings from Fontaine, but please do note that 2 of these buildings I did get from another event. One of these buildings, I believe it was this one, and that's from Battle Pass, that one behind me, so. But they do have other Fontaine buildings, and of course always fountains, and more fountains. But as you explore through Fontaine, you'll get more of these buildings. And then I just added like the little balloons for touch to some of the other buildings that was right there. Alrighty, and we coming up on our last area in this teapot. But as you can see, it's a lot of spacing. It looked like it's a lot of spacing, but it's not really a lot of spacing. So that's why I said I really didn't go for too much placing characters this time around. I kind of just worked on the actual area. And now we are to our final location. And this is my Zhongli shrine that I made up for to finally get my summoning for the Zhongli banner, which is ending soon. But I finally did manage to get him, so I thought I'd make a shrine beforehand and it worked. So this is the Zhongli residence with a few geo butterflies and storks and lovely rock formations. I even have a couple of rock formations like the golden rock formation up there, and then added a few trees. But yeah, so happy I got Zhongli, and I hope good luck to everybody else that they kinda got what they getting. And also I added a couple trees with the golden rocks, but not too many. And then I come to the back of the palace beyond the rocks. I made another little tea area at nighttime. You'll kind of get to see a little bit more, which I'll switch over to soon. How you'll see things at night real quick, especially for this area, and also the Fontaine buildings. They do light up, so But I kind of made the little picnic tea area, then built some rocks and made like another little shrine thing. And then if you want to get up there just to have the for fun, you know, I got the bounce. Not quite in the angle I was hoping for, but I made it work. Sometimes it's real easy for you to come off on them. So I might end up moving them over a little bit more. But of course, there you go. And you can jump and go right here. And then you can see a whole view from the whole area from all angles. But I'm really glad how it actually turned out. I was kind of honestly really surprised of how everything turned out. But that is my teapot, but it is slowly getting dark, so we gonna speed up the process a little bit for the nighttime action, and we gonna run through. It ain't gonna be long, but as you can see, and that is your nighttime view. Everything will be lit up, of course.
Catch the wind.
I love them blue trees, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of those. Then, of course, I had a little area lit up for your nighttime tea event. And also, just to give you an impression of how everything is lit up on the Zhongli garden area and how it's looking. I would love to join you for a walk, Zhongli. Yes, nice, lovely walk. And then, of course, we'll go back to one last round so you can see how everything looks at night. And you'll see that the Fontaine buildings also do light up like any of the other buildings. So you get a nice looking like it's a shop area and stuff. And then of course all the buildings in the different little shops. I didn't really focus a lot on lighting for the garden, so you know, it's only gonna be a little bit of lighting over here, but nevertheless it still looks great. And then of course you can see in the distance how the buildings from the Fontaine buildings are light up. You can actually see from a distance, so that's pretty cool as well. And then we head right back to our main area. And of course the building do light up, so it's gonna look a little different. Plus adding the trees really kind of helped that out. So that is my teapot in a nutshell. I will have to work on Inazuma and its tree to get the last
I didn't know you were
area
such a
of the
slacker.
teapot open. But if anybody have any questions on teapot stuff, feel free. Or where maybe I got all of those. But that is my teapot area for the floral nighttime area, the floral funnel uh, buildings, and it looks very, very pretty, very nice. But feel free to put in the comments below and talk about it. And again, thank you for watching
Seems
the
all the other knights
lifestyles of the
already have their
Genshin
hands full.
Teapot. Catch y'all later.